Welcome back, all you Fabricants and Fleshbags, to the super, not funny show reviews. And today we're going to be reviewing the very first episode of Moon Knight, coming to you from Marvel Studios and Disney Plus. So, was it good? Was it bad? And should you be watching? Lottie, I think it's fair to say that Moon Knight has been high on our radar, much anticipated. We've been watching every little development, every little bit of, every little bit of trailer and footage, all that stuff. And it's finally here. We finally got it. This is Moon Knight Day. And so we both got a chance to watch the first episode. And so, Lottie, what'd you think?
Oh my goodness, man. That show is fire. Oh God, this was I knew it was gonna be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I mean, Marvel did it again. Marvel Studios did it again. Great first episode. God. I don't want to get too much into it, but wow, it was...
Yeah, we'll do a little bit of spoilers towards the end. So our first impression for you, you loved it. Sounds like you loved it.
Yes.
So, my first impression is, hey, I thought it was pretty good. I'm not jumping up and down about it. I did have some pretty oddly enough, I laughed quite loudly several times in this episode. Mm-hmm. But I think Oscar Isaac is on fire. He's on fire in this. The bad guy is well presented, and I literally was just like, what? I was like, are you really walking around like that, man? Who are you? This whole little conspiracy, and I think I love the way they presented. The multiple personality thing, the lost time. The lost time. I love the way they did that. The only downside I say to that, as much as I love the way they presented it, is the lost time was full of action, that we didn't get to see.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is yeah.
So I was like, holy shit! What did he do? He did something. What did he do? But Oscar Isaac is he's, as I suspected, was going to be heavy lifting through this show, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's obviously playing different people or whatever, and it's pretty great to see. It's kind of like watching Harry Potter learn that he's a fucking wizard, right? Did it feel like that? Not just because of the accent, but it felt a bit like Harry Potter finding out he's a wizard, except when he goes to sleep, a more badass wizard version of himself is doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
I think it did a good job presenting the general idea of what's going on, that there is a viable bad guy. There's some mystical crap going on. They just straight up showed Khonshu. So I was like, oh, we're not even playing around. We're not wondering if this is magic or not. It's magic, right? And not one hint towards the MCU in there. Not a hint. Not even a wink and a nudge toward it. Nope. It's a thing happening in the Marvel universe that doesn't have the reference to Avengers. So
I do have to give it to them. It's funny that they didn't mention the Avengers, but they mentioned Paramount's Avatar.
Yep. They mentioned Avatar. I thought that was funny. That was quite
the anime.
Yeah. I was like, you guys, the anime.
The anime.
That's a good deep cut for fans. So overall, I think I'm excited to see more of this show. And when I got to the end, I was like, oh no, I know y'all didn't stop right with just seeing Moon Knight's face, and that's that. And I'm like, oh, how dare you? But there was good action throughout. I generally liked it. I'm not jumping up and down. I don't know if I think it's the best show they've had so far, but it's definitely a great start, and it makes me want to come back. So
yeah.
But we're gonna talk a little bit spoilers here. Just some things I noticed, and if you were already knowledgeable about Moon Knight, you'll get some of this stuff. If you're not, this is just like, this is stuff that you will find out later. Did you see they introduced like in the first scene, within the first scene, I think, or first, couple scenes, he's definitely talking to an alternate, another version of himself.
Mm-hmm.
You blink and
Yeah.
you missed it. The little girl he was talking to. Did you notice she said something about, well, what do you feel about not, you not getting to stay in the afterlife thing? You're not chosen for the afterlife. That's in the comics. He has an alternate self that's a little girl. That's her. Like, and I was like, wow, you guys went straight to it. You're not even playing. They went straight into it. And so, like, if that set the tone, the rest of it was like, oh, obviously. So, what do you think about the disembodied voice?
Yeah, that joke was crazy. Oh God, the idiot's taking over.
They're doing a Venom. It's a
Yeah,
Venom.
it's Venom. It's literally Venom. Oh
It's Venom.
God, it's Venom. That's why I was like, when people ask me, they're like, because telling them the show's good, and I'm like, imagine if Venom met the Punisher. And they're like, "What?" I say, "Yeah, it's literally if Venom met the Punisher." Oh God, oh no, the idiot got the control again. If you will not give him that scarab.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost literally Venom, and then this Mark Spector dude. I cannot wait to see him. I get the feeling. Remember we watched last year? We watched Jupiter's Legacy. I get the feeling we're gonna get some Jupiter's Legacy. Not that that's gonna be the same quality, but Jupiter's Legacy-ish adventures in, like, out in not the wilderness, but like the sands of the desert. And that's sort of we're gonna see something like that where he gets the powers and stuff. It just makes me think of that show. But obviously, Mark Spector is a grade A badass. Like, he blanks out and he wakes up and he's got a bloody hand and there's a bunch of dead people. They're dead around him.
The man is literally doing John Wick shit while he's asleep, and he just wakes up. Wait, why is the truck driving backwards?
Yeah, exactly. There's aspects of it you're just like, wait a minute, what happened in that bit? And you find, when he blanks out, it's days have gone by, and he's got obviously Steven, the Steven personality knows this is happening, but can't quite square that circle, so to speak. But he finally has to, because running into Harrow, which, like, why was he even doing that? So Mark Spector's clearly doing some stuff. It's all very interesting. There's not a ton of spoilers. We just know that Harrow guy is what the hell. He's got some magical powers. I suspect that he is Amit. Is that the name of Amnit's? I suspect he's the same thing on Earth for Amnet as Mark Spector is for Khonshu. So it's gods versus God. I think that's what's going on. But we'll see. I think overall, I know you liked it. I think you liked it a lot more than I did, but I still liked it quite a bit. And I can't wait till the next episode. So, yeah. So overall, guys, that's why we're feeling about this. You guys should be watching this show. Obviously, if you're checking this out, you should have watched it. So, come back next week. We're going to be talking about that that episode too. We got to, right? We got to. So, all right, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, thanks for joining us for this review. Come back next week, and we're going to talk about episode 2. Until then, I have been Mo Coupe, your resident fabricant and comic extraordinaire on all things pop culture, joined by the anime expert, video game designer, and lover of all things superhero, my good friend Lottie. And we'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.
Peace.